All right, sorry, Commissioner Jay, check the mic.
Sorry about that. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. If you'll permit, I put together a statement. I just wanted to sort of gather my thoughts together. If you'll allow me a minute to read that.
Sure.
I've spent a lot of time researching and reading about this movement and to have counties like ours declare themselves a Second Amendment sanctuary county. I've also received equal numbers of responses from constituents supporting and opposing this. In full disclosure, I am a gun owner, an avid bird hunter, and a law-abiding citizen. I've never felt like my right to bear arms has ever been threatened. In my research about the 2A movement, it seems to me the controlling rule of law is clear and not in dispute. In Heller 554 U.S. 570 from 2008, the Supreme Court held that the Second Amendment protects an individual right to possess a firearm unconnected with service in a militia and to use that arm for traditionally lawful purpose, such as self-defense within the home. Last week, Commissioner Beeler stated, this resolution is a statement that we don't welcome any laws that would change the Second Amendment. A governing body may not welcome new gun laws, but any federal or state law that is passed would require us to enforce it. In Tennessee Code annotated section 3917.13.14, the state legislature very clearly preempts any local regulation of firearms and ammunition in our state. Knox County does not have the authority to enact any local regulations on firearms. So whether it's on a federal or state level, courts have the power to declare a law unconstitutional, not local leaders. Interpreting the Constitution is not in a local official's responsibility or within our power. However, here we are as the body of Knox County Commission looking to adopt a resolution affirming our belief in the Second Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. I went back and listened to the commission work session and last week's debate on this resolution. Here are some of the statements that were presented. Commissioner Daley stated, this is not a problem solver at all. This is just a statement. This resolution has no teeth related to any law. It's not going to change any laws or change anything. Our law director, Bud Armstrong, said, federal law dictates all gun laws other than carry permits, which are governed by the state. We don't have any regulatory rights on a local level related to guns. It's a political statement more than a legal statement. We don't have any jurisdiction at all. We are saying we support the federal law and the state law as written. When I took the oath of office, I swore that I would support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the state of Tennessee, and the Charter of Knox County, Tennessee, and I would faithfully discharge the duties of my office to the best of my ability. I didn't swear to uphold some of them, or the ones I agree with, but all of them equally, and I take that very seriously. I take very seriously the rule of law, and I really don't believe that we should show favoritism based on politics. Last week, Commissioner Daley stated the law department has spent hours on this resolution. By that statement, it's clear that Knox County has already spent real money on an exercise that has no legal merit, solves no problems, and affirms something we already do. I hope this isn't the beginning of a trend where we continue to spend more taxpayer funds on singling out items we already attest to. Commissioner Bustler stated, people want to know where you stand. That's a fair statement, so I want to be very clear to the constituents across Knox County. I believe that as one of the founding documents of our great nation, the United States Constitution is sacred to us as Americans, and I consider it an honor to take the oath to uphold the entire Constitution as I work to fulfill my duties as a Knox County Commissioner. I believe in the Second Amendment as I believe in all parts of the Constitution, Articles 1 through 7 and Amendments 1 through 27. I believe in the Bill of Rights and I believe in the rule of law. I simply don't want to single out one amendment from the entire Constitution and label it the single most important issue. If this resolution, by admissions from its sponsors, has no legal merit and solves no problems, its only purpose can be political by nature. Citing how many other counties across Tennessee have adopted something similar seems to insinuate this is more about political peer pressure than practical problem solving. During this process, I even had one of my colleagues tell me if I ever wanted to be elected again, I'd have to vote for it. Really? Is that what our public service and political atmosphere has come to? I don't want to disparage my colleagues or the sponsors of this resolution. You are all passionate people who have deeply held beliefs, and I trust you're coming at this with honest intentions. I also believe, Mr. Chairman, that every member of this body views their service to our country and our community as an honor, just as I do. However, I'd like to see this body take action on things that solve problems and spend our time to bring Knox County together, not find ways to polarize and divide us. We are in the middle of a global pandemic. People are dying across our country. Knox County is struggling financially. Our neighbors are unemployed and struggling to keep their businesses alive. and some are even going hungry tonight. If we spent more time focusing on those vital issues, everyone would be better off. This resolution is, in my opinion, unnecessary, but it's not necessarily wrong. I don't have any reason to vote against it. I do believe in the Second Amendment, but I don't believe it's right to single out one part of our Constitution. Our job is to govern, not just to get reelected. So when we begin voting on things simply to be reelected or for fear of retribution by certain groups, we've stopped serving the people of Knox County. All that being said, I think adopting resolutions like this set a bad precedent, so I will politely pass on voting for it. Thank you for the time.